Let's listen into what Vinesh said the moment she landed in India.
देखो जी, मैं पूरे देशवासियों का बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ। हमारी लड़ाई में हमारा साथ दे रहे थे। जिंदगी एक संघर्ष है। लड़ाई हमारी पूरे देशवासियों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं बहुत भाग्यशाली हूँ।
That was Vinesh Phogat, who's landed in India just a couple of minutes ago, and winning an Olympic medal was her dream, has been the dream of every athlete. In fact, in her case, this time, it is just a case of so close yet so far. Vinesh Phogat, in fact, started her Olympic campaign this time on a very high note when she defeated Japan's Sasaki. Now, this took place in the opening round, and Sasaki had an unbeaten record of 82-2. Which made Phogat's victory one of the greatest upsets in the Olympic wrestling history. It was just 100 grams, mere 100 grams, that prevented Vinesh from winning an Olympic medal this time. In fact, the Indian wrestler then went ahead and appealed against a disqualification at the Paris Olympics 2024. Her second appeal was dismissed by the CAS, that is the Court of Arbitration for Sports. The decision on the wrestler's appeal for a shared silver medal was being dismissed. Vinesh, in fact, was disqualified after she weighed 100 grams more than the permissible limit during the weigh-in process. Now this after her historic gold medal bout was just about to take place against USA. In fact, Vinesh is the first Indian woman wrestler to enter an Olympic final, and actually everyone was hoping that she could get at least the silver medal. But if we go by the book, if we go by the rules, the UWW, which is the United World Wrestling, they state that if a wrestler fails to weigh in at the point during the competition, then she will be immediately disqualified and all her previous wins will be deemed null and void. Now, this is what the rule says, and according to the rule, the CAS took the decision and her plea was dismissed. Just to tell you what exactly happened, Vinesh was well within the permissible weight limit during the first day of the competition during the weigh-in. It was only after she won 3 grilling bouts of wrestling that her weight increased, which actually is common according to many experts in sports. It was after the disqualification came that the IOA, that is the Indian Olympic Association, along with Vinesh Phogat's coaches, they tried their best initially to convince the authorities. But when nothing worked, they decided to knock on the doors of the CAS. There were in fact 2 appeals which were being filed on behalf of Vinesh Phogat. One appeal was that she tried to explain in front of the court, in front of the CAS, in front of the jury, that it's a natural body process, recovery process, because of which she gained mere 100 grams. When that was dismissed, then she filed another appeal that she should at least get the shared silver medal because she had won the bout. But the second one was also dismissed by the CAS. The visuals that you are seeing now on your screens are coming in from the Delhi airport. The top wrestlers, people who have stood by Vinesh Phogat over the past many years, including Dipender Hooda, are at the airport. All of them here to welcome her and also to wipe away the tears. Vinesh Phogat could not believe what had happened. In fact, she was so emotional, she took to X and posted that she is now taking retirement from the sport of wrestling. Her family, however, at the moment believes they'll be able to convince her. But so close yet so far, unfortunately, has been the case with Vinesh Phogat. This time the Wrestling Federation also thought that we had, if not gold, at least silver medal in our kitty. Unfortunately, when her plea was dismissed by the CAS, then no medal came in the kitty of Vinesh Phogat. As a result, India lost in wrestling. My colleague Shazia, who's at the airport, joining me once again on the story. Shazia, we are seeing very, very emotional Vinesh. One of the crucial things that everyone will be keeping an eye on henceforth will be whether Vinesh will be taking a sabbatical, a break maybe from wrestling, or will she just take retirement, because that's the big question on everyone's mind.
Yes, it is indeed the big question on everybody's mind because right after whatever happened at the Olympic, she was very emotional and she posted about her retirement on social media, wherein she had a message for her mother. And right before she landed here at the T3 airport, we exclusively spoke to her brother and Bajrang Punia on whether they will ask her to take back her retirement, and they did talk about it, and they said that they will make her sit and will have a conversation with her with regards to her retirement. And let me remind you that last night she had an emotional post wherein she hinted about there might be a possibility that we might see her back on the wrestling mat, but it was just a subtle hint. There's nothing sure about it, but we'll have to see whether she will come back to wrestling or not. But as of now, right after the Olympics, she through a social media post announced her retirement.